on the hunt for a benchtop sander, and I want to get your opinion on ones that I should consider. But first, I'm going to finish drilling this router table. The criteria for my benchtop sander are professional grade, heavy duty. I'm not interested in a lightweight plastic benchtop sander. I want the belt to track really well. I want to be able to really get into it. I also want it to have a disc. So it seems like that the ones I've looked at are 4 by 36 for the belt and about a 6-inch for the disc. It makes sense to have them combined, single motor. Obviously, I want a good heavy-duty table on them when I'm working pieces. I'm thinking that the price point is going to be on the low end at that $500 and then up from there. I want it to be benchtop. I want to take it into the smart wood shop in the trailer, have a spot on the shelf. I want to be able to lift it off and carry it. So I'll set it at about waist high. I've got a spot for it so that I can carry it comfortably and set it on the bench top. I'm going to create a little mounting plate for it that'll be a solid piece of 18mm ply with my typical 20mm holes laid out, so that I can use those smart connects and quickly connect it to any of my benches anywhere. And so that'll keep it from moving. But regardless of that, I don't want it to vibrate. Some of the ones I've looked at in person, they've been some brands that are, well-known brands, but they obviously are designed for very limited use and for somebody that just doesn't use them that much. I'm going to use it heavily. So if I buy an inexpensive one, it'll cost me more in the long run than if I go ahead and get the right one. I do not want some massive multi-100-pound thing. I don't want it on a cart. I don't want it mounted on anything. I want to be able to carry it and set it down. So I'm thinking weight-wise, what I've looked at, around 60-ish pounds. I can carry that easily. So in that, I don't want something that's 20 or 30 pounds. It's just way too light for a sander. So it's professional grade, but it's benchtop. I've had a cabinet shop, 2 of them in fact. I got out of that fixed base machinery about 15 years ago and went all portable. But when I had my shop, I had a lot of sanders. I had big 6 or 8-inch by 48, big heavy duty cast on carts, on wheeled carts that I could move around, big 6-inch vacuum system to them. And they worked really well. I really liked them. I had a big, wide, oscillating belt sander with power feed that I could put stuff through. So I had lots of different kind of heavy duty sanders. I know what they're like. They're great, but I am portable. They have no place in my life. But this is one of those things where over the years I've gotten away from it. I do a lot of hand sanding. I've got some really good corded and cordless sanders. I had a 4 by 24 Bosch belt sander that I had forever. I got rid of it. I was planning on replacing it with a cordless belt sander, 4 by 24, and then building a benchtop mount for it. And there are no cordless 4x24 cordless belt sanders on the market. There's a couple, but I looked at them and they're pretty light duty. DeWalt's not making one, Bosch isn't making one, Festool isn't making one. So that's not an option. I know there's 2 or 3 out there that are cordless, but they're a smaller belt. They're really light duty. Sanding is one of those things that it takes a real quality tool. Some of the light duty, inexpensive ones, they don't give me a good job. So I'm not interested in those. So benchtop, heavy duty, but not a big shop model, and quality motor. It's got to have at least a 3/4 horsepower motor. I know that from experience. Half horsepower will bog down. So if you know of any, if you've got one, if you've got a friend that's got one, if you've seen one that I should look at, let me know in the comments below. The brand, model specific. A lot of brands will have kind of more entry level and then go into the nicer stuff. And so if you know what I'm looking for and you know the brand, put that in there too. I'd really be interested in your feedback on this. I just don't have any personal experience with heavy duty benchtop sanders. Thanks for dropping by the Smart Wood Shop. You stay safe and have a great day.